so much. I know there's so much more. People are just finally recognizing what has always been there and investing in that. And so I think that now that they're starting to realize that there's so much that can come from investing in women and women's sports and women athletes, female athletes, whatever. I think now you're just going to see more and more corporations being like, okay, like, whoa, they're doing that with this player. They're doing this with a female athlete. Like, just doors and spaces that they never even imagined, that we never even imagined that we could be in. I honestly, if you think 20 years back, do you think anybody in the WNBA would have said yes? In 20 years, somebody will be walking the Victoria's Secret runway. Insane. No, absolutely not. Yeah. I genuinely believe nobody thought that. And now that that's happening, imagine what the girls are now dreaming for in 20 years. I want to do this, and that. Things that even right now we probably can't even fathom. Right. So I just hope that we continue to put ourselves out there and take those risks. That was a risk for Angel to take. Right. She's a basketball player. That's not all she is. But to walk a runway with millions of people, that's a risk. You're putting yourself out there, but she did it for the next generations so that they can say, oh, she did that. Now I can dream of anything. So I just hope that we continue to give the next generations that representation, continue to take chances, continue to bet on ourselves, and that the brands continue to also bet on us.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
and that's the truth, man. It's big. You know, society thinks they should downplay Angel and things like that, but what she's doing is she's taking this one thing, well, this one entity, and now introducing the entity to the world in different spaces, whether it's fashion, whether it's modeling, whether it's podcasting. Now she has a Netflix, she's featuring in a Netflix movie. Angel understands that side of business. And what she's doing is just as important as Asia winning her third title or Paige being the rookie of the year this year. All that's great, and it's growing the game as fans of basketball. Chat, let's try to hit 2,500 subscribers as soon as possible. So if you're not following, hit the like button. It's your boy. Angel Reese is so special at doing is taking people that are fans of fashion, and now she's bringing them in to basketball. Fans of dramatic movies, she's bringing them to basketball. Fans of footwear, she's bringing them to. We just seen what's his name, the rapper, Wale. His most recent video, he had Angel Reese shoes on. Why? Because it's a cultural exchange. She's crossing those borders. She's painting the path for everybody to now not just be known as strictly being all-star, because she's an all-star. Let's not downplay what she does on the court. She's an all-star, and she holds many, many, many records in what she's good at on the court. So let's not play. She was the earliest forward to get a triple-double, and being a forward in the W is the most important position. So on the court, all-star, record breaker, first and earliest, and all that stuff, all those things. But off the court, now she's introducing the world to the lifestyle and the game of women athletes and basketball players. And that's so important. People are so fixated on downplaying everything she does when we're like missing it. You just talk about basketball to downplay one person and uplift another person, because if you really cared about the women's basketball space, you would be championing what Angel Reese is doing. Literally, Angel Reese walked Victoria's Secret. Big deal. The world talked about it. 30 million views on the page. One post of her walking the runway had 8 million. Another one, 5 million. Like millions, probably 50 million views, just her on the runway. Big deal. And the couple weeks later, an ex-WNBA player, Kai, who was Angel's teammate, in Chicago, is now modeling for Playboy, right? That just shows you that, like, Playboy probably said, oh, we can market these women athletes, these women athletes. Because the narrative on what the WNBA women were a whole different thing. Now that Angel came and said, no, we're going to do tunnel fits. We wearing heels, skirts, makeup done on and off the court. Like, she took what Lisa Leslie was and exemplified it to 1,000%. But the thing is, that opens the door for everyone. Everyone loves Dijana. Like, I'll be honest, you watch some of the video, who's your WNBA crush? I've seen a couple of those floating around. A lot of people love Dijana. I love Dijana because she's from my hometown. Her folks coach people I'm really close with. Like, I love Dijana, and if I didn't have that hometown connection, I would still love who she is on the court. She's a dog, she's a hooper, but she's also beautiful, wants to be girly, wants to put on the makeup during the game. And guess what? Now brands are going to say, let's see the success with Victoria's Secret and a WNBA player. Well, hey, Dijana, how do you keep your, I don't know, how do you keep your brows or lashes looking so good during the day? Oh, because I do X, Y, and Z. Now those companies can come to her and say, let's have a brand deal to where now all your lashes or brows or whatever it is, blush, whatever, is through our company, Clinique, whatever it is. I'm just throwing it out there. But Angel is busting down doors so that other companies want to collab. It's not just fashion. She was the first to collab with McDonald's. People downplay that, bro. That's a big deal. At one point, you couldn't go buy a cup from McDonald's without it saying Angel Reese on it. I went and got coffee. This had nothing to do with her meal. I went and got coffee a couple times a week, and every time they gave me my iced coffee, it was in an Angel Reese cup. That's called building the brand outside of your skill set on the court. She's very skilled on the court because she's great at what she does. People they knock her because she's not great at things they want her to be great at. She's great at what she does. And she's showing this year she came in almost a whole different player. She actually improved at her greatness because she increased her field goal percentage, free throws, finishing percentage. She did all that, but then she added on an extra 3 assists a game, couple steals a game, bringing the ball up the court, stuff she wasn't doing last year. So on the court, who she is growing and developing. This is just year 2. And we've seen her be one player year 1 and a whole different, better player year 2. So on the court, it's justified for her to have fans and grow the game. But she's somebody that is growing the game off the court that everybody's going to benefit from. I promise you, it's going to be more norm to see WNBA players in spaces they have never been before. And that's starting with Netflix featured. If you turn on the app and what's new or what's hot, you're going to see the movies that she's in. You look up Victoria's Secret modeling, look at on Twitter, on Instagram, which videos had the most views? 9 out of 10 of them, or 8 out of 10. Let's say 8 out of 10. They're going to be the Angel Reese videos. And the other ones are the lady that was pregnant because that's a big moment. Things like that. She's just crossing over into everything. Cardi B rapping about her. I was at Angel Reese's first game. It was here in Dallas. And the light-skinned rapper Big Lotto was here. And they interviewed Big Lotto. Why you at basketball? She's like, I don't know anything about basketball, but I'm here for Angel Reese. Like, Angel is somebody that's going to cross over. She just mentioned that Dancing with the Stars reached out to her. But a lot of us that's been Angel Reese fans for a long time, we've seen a lot of those TikToks. She said, I cannot dance. And she got the same rhythm as me. But that's just how big her name is to where she's in Netflix. She's modeling the biggest stages in the world. She's been on the cover of Vogue and I don't know, man. I don't keep up with all that stuff. Plenty of magazines. She just posted that she won a BET award and it finally came in. Like, she is a name that is you're going to hear Angel Reese and you're going to think, oh, that's WNBA player Angel Reese. And that's going to grow the game just as much as what happens on the court. If you look at corporations, they don't grow their brand inside of their specific market. They don't. That's why you buy some VR glasses. They're not called VR glasses. They're called Ray-Bans VR glasses. That's how brands work, and that's how growth works within inside an industry, within inside a product, and within inside a company. I'm AJ. This is my mic. Peace.